Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Lorianne, and as always, I thank you so much for joining me and allowing me to share the wonderful moments of my life and my journey as I navigate, just learning new things about myself and learning new things about God and this journey that I'm on. So I thank you so much for watching. As always, I just want to share a wonderful thing that happened to me this week. I went to work with no makeup on. Okay, you might be looking like, okay, what's the big deal? Like, it's not a big deal. It is a big deal for me because wearing makeup is like me having this shirt on. It's a part of my routine to be in the world. Like, I cannot, it's been years since I've been comfortable being around people, being around strangers, being around people that I know. It's a thing. It's very uncomfortable for me to have absolutely no makeup at all. Don't get me wrong, it's not that I wear a lot of makeup, but there are just some, there are some basics that I have to have, or I feel like I have to have on my face. And that's almost every day. And yes, like I said, it might be a trivial, small thing to you, but just follow me. So this week I decided, for some reason, I was like, I'm not going to put no makeup on and I'm going to go to work. And to me, it's a big deal because my job, you have to be presentable, so my thought is, as presentable is, I have to have my outfit together, I have to have my hair together, I have to have my face together, I have to have, just everything together. And I take that very seriously. And this week, something like, God, but at the time I was just thinking like, I'm just not gonna put any makeup on. I just don't really feel like it. So I do it, but I'm nervous. There was like a nervousness inside of me. Like, oh God, like, what am I doing? Like, why did I make that decision? The first day I did it. Why did I make that decision? I'm thinking people are going to be like, oh my God, like, what happened to her? Like, she used to look decent. And then now it's like, is she okay? Is she sick? These are the things going on in my head. So I get to work and everybody's like normal. Everybody's fine. Nobody is like even like blinking twice. As a matter of fact, it seemed like people were more drawn to me. They smiled a little extra at me. They came and, wanted to be around me a little bit more. It seemed that way. But I was so nervous that people were going to judge me and think that I was ugly, or I think that I didn't belong there, or think that I wasn't good enough. And what I learned was, this is why it's a big deal to me. What I learned was, it was me. I thought I was ugly. I thought I wasn't good enough. I thought I needed to look a certain way to be accepted, or to be, to, I guess, compete. I don't know. It's like I was thinking those things. And if I don't do A, B, and C, then people are going to either throw me out of the race, or they're going to ignore me, or they're going to, just think I'm just not cute. So that scared me. So I have been living with that idea for years. And it took literally 1 week. I didn't even do it the whole week. So it was just a couple of days. It took me a couple of days to realize nobody cares. Like, nobody cares that you don't have makeup on. Like, you look all right. Like, you're not the worst looking woman in the world. And makeup, don't get me wrong, I am not hating on makeup. I'm not, like, makeup is my friend. I'm cool with makeup. It's it's an enhancer. It brings out your qualities. It brings out the softness. It brings out, it makes you beautiful, makes you feel good. So I support makeup. I will continue to support makeup. It's just that I learned for myself, I cannot use makeup as a protection or a mask. I was using it literally as a mask to cover up what? To cover up the possibility of rejection. Not even like that I was going to get rejection, but I was thinking I was going to be rejected. But what it was, I was rejecting myself. I was rejecting my natural self. And in my case, it's makeup. It might not be makeup for you. It might not be, an outer appearance. You might like have it together. Body looks good, face, everything. You might have it together. It could be something on the, something internal. It could be you don't speak well, so you're quiet. Versus if you don't speak well, maybe take some classes, some speech classes, or just speak more, and you can get a little more comfortable with hearing your voice, or get more comfortable with processing what you're saying before you say it, or pronouncing certain words. I mean, there's just so many things that we struggle with, and they're all so unique because we have different struggles. Like my struggle might not be your struggle, but most likely there is a struggle there, and we're claiming rejection before it even happens. It might not even happen. It's like we're scared to be ourselves, and there's no need for that because we're all like individuals. We're all unique. We all have something, that we're nervous about. So why are we trying to hide it almost? Why are we hiding who we are? Why do I hide who I am or feel the need to hide who I am? Don't get me wrong. I mean, there's sometimes things need to be covered. There are times I need to have makeup on or not need, but it would be better for me to have some makeup on for this time. But to use it as something to avoid rejection, or avoid being ignored, or avoid being, called names, or to use it as something to conceal my natural beauty, my natural being, my natural state, to cover that up. Like, how dare I? How dare I? And my dad, he always tells me, "Oh my God, you're so beautiful! Like when you're natural." Like, he loves when I don't wear makeup. He loves when he loves it, and I'm just like, "No, I'm gonna like, no, you don't know what you're talking about. You're my dad, so of course you think I look good." So I never like pay attention to him. But Dad, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I don't need to hide the beauty that God gave me. Why am I hiding that? And from who am I hiding it from? Myself? Because half of the time, no one's even paying attention to me, to be honest. Well, in my mind, I feel like no one's even like looking my way. So what am I doing? What type of, like, why am I'm either trying to hide who I am, or I'm trying to get some type of attention. And both of those can be quite unhealthy. So I'm still processing, because this just happened this week. I just had the, light bulb this week. So I'm still processing it and seeing how I kind of want it to play out in my life on, just the journey of being more open and being more of who I am and embracing who I am. So I hope that this encourages someone who might be experiencing the same thing. And mind you, makeup that's my thing. That's my issue. That, you might not have that issue. It can just be so many other things that you question about yourself, or so many other things that you feel like you're not good enough, or you're gonna be rejected. But no. Be yourself, embrace who you are, figure out who you are, because that could be a thing too. You might not know exactly who you are, and you could have created like this fake persona, and to the point where it becomes weird, because after a while people start to see like there can be like a lack of genuineness. I'm like, it can be obvious after a while, like, this person's not authentic. And I want to be authentic. I want people to see me, especially if you're going to be in my life and I'm going to be dealing with you, on a personal basis. I want you to see like me in my pure form, and I'm not talking about physically, but inside. I want to be able to communicate who I am, for that to exude, and my energy of that to exude. But I can't get there if I'm covering up, or if I'm hiding something, or, if I'm feeling uncomfortable in my natural state. So, like I said, I'm still processing, so I hope what I'm saying makes sense. But please, as always, I want you to be encouraged to embrace who you are. You are special. You are unique. God made you the way that you are, and the way that you are could be like the best thing ever if you accept it and you see it as that, and manage it well. So thank you again for watching. Thank you for your time. Thank you for, your encouragement. Thank you. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being you. So I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.